sir. Cheers. Hey guys, all right, so we did our quick setup and now we're heading over to the beach. We got here right around noon and it is hot. This is going to be one really tough adventure. We'll see how we do in this heat, but let's see what we do at the beach. Let's go. What's up, dude?
About to get some French fries.
Yeah.
Bud, how are you?
We got Ellerini. What's going on? Right now I got the awning deployed. Originally I wasn't even going to deploy this thing, but as you can tell from the sun, it's just beating down on us. So this has definitely drastically helped with the heat. Just having this awning and this black material up really helps up there. So that's nice. And then I got my chair and I'm just kind of chilling, looking out at some greenery. Now of course I let Ben kind of do whatever he wants to do when he comes out camping. So he took his bike and rode around for quite a while and then decided he was going to go hang out with some kids he found at the playground. So he's doing his thing. Probably going to have a little bit of food here in a little bit. I don't know. So Grayson is actually at another site, pretty good distance away, enough that I have to drive there. So I may drive over there with my food, make dinner there, and hang out with everybody. I don't know. There's pros and cons to that because, you know, what if I forget something? I'm borrowing his stuff, and I don't want to dirty his dishes, dirty his stuff. So, I don't know. We'll see what we're going to do. But yeah, it's almost time for dinner, so that'll be the next thing. Now when we get back, we'll have it nice and cool in here. So this can run from 5 to 9 here. I don't need it to run that long, but I'm going to be at Grayson, so we're going to go down there, let this thing cool down while we hang out over there for some dinner. Alright, so this is Grayson's area. This is the better loop with all the hookups, but you can tell how much nicer this place is. I mean, the roads are nicer. Just you've got this big expansive area right in the middle that's nice. People were over here playing. You can throw the football around, frisbees. A little bit nicer playground over here too. I would highly recommend trying to get over here, even if you don't necessarily need the hookup. So here's Grayson. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm filming you, bro. I'm filming you.
Oh, yeah?
You can't film here.
You can't film
me. Yeah, you're an idiot. You are.
Oh yeah, I got the Blackstone for this time. Thank you, Grayson. Some pork chops. Oh yeah, Brussels sprouts.
Ring, 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 ring.
No, you're holding a banana peel.
And I'm like, I don't actually know how that goes. Besides the ring, ring, ring.
Look at this kid, just sweating. Oh, dude. You can bring them, but you can't slow them down. Once they're here, they're going. Food was good, and I am stuffed. What do we got for dessert? I brought some cookies up here.
Thought we had the same thing, White Mix cookies.
And then I'm going to have to put them on that grill again, dude. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me. We are back. I don't know, it's about 7:30 right now, I think. Yeah, 7:30. And it's still 82 degrees out right now. Crazy. So we went, showered up, got all clean, and now we're in the camper. I think I'm going to have to run the AC all night. Alright, it is 8:06. I have officially turned the generator off. I just could not let my conscience go. I couldn't run the generator. Things are starting to calm down around here, and I wanted to turn the generator off. So I did. Turn this up from 66 degrees to 76 degrees. This is currently only drawing 1.66 amps. So the most of that big, huge draw to get it cool is over with. Now the plan is to basically let that run at 76 on, I think I only have it on the lowest setting for the fan, and basically just see if it'll run all night. I might bump it up to like 78 if for some reason it's still cold in here. Right now it's cold. So Ben's actually bundled up. So we let this get nice and chilled, and we'll see how it does. Well, last night's little experiment went, I almost think, too well. I ended up draining the battery down 80%. That was it. Down to 80%, I should say. I stopped running it at like 5 a.m. It was cold enough outside and nice enough outside. I just opened up the door and let the breeze in, and it was plenty fine. The condenser stopped running probably, I don't know, most of the night. It just never really kicked on to really AC, and so it really was just the fan running. So I don't know how great of a test it was, but whatever, it kept us cool in here. And yeah, maybe next time what I'll have to do is just lower the temp even more to like, I bumped it up to like 76, which seems hot, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't want to sleep in 76 degree weather, really, even at my house or anywhere. But with the way that these temps work, they never are accurate in here. So it was cool in here, enough that we had to use our blankets still. But any cooler, and I probably would have had to get underneath the bigger green blanket that I have on the bed. And I just didn't want to do that. So, yeah, but kept us cool, kept us comfortable. Pretty happy with it. So I'm trying out this new coffee. Well, it's not new to other people, but new to me, called Atlas Coffee. And it's a subscription based. You pay for it and they send you a bag or two, depending on how much you want to order and how frequent and that kind of thing. And I've been doing research to find the perfect spot to do that with. And, I've tried a couple, but they've always gone up in price to a little bit more than what I want to pay. I want to pay basically $16 a bag. That's what I think is a reasonable price for a bag of coffee that's good, high quality. But nowadays they're pushing 18 at the lowest, and sometimes all the way up to like 21, 22 bucks a bag. And that's just a little bit too much for me. I don't know, if anybody knows a good place to get a coffee subscription that's reasonably priced, put it in the description below or in the comments below. Let me know, please. So I noticed in this little loop, which I haven't really shown you all the stuff here. Today I definitely want to show you a little bit around in the campground and then hit up the showers. Got to show you the bathroom and the showers and stuff like that. But I noticed that there were some people with their bikes, and they had little pup tents there, little backpacking tents. And so I asked them if they were bike packing, and sure enough, they were. There was 3 separate groups. I only asked one, and apparently there's the canal trail goes through here, so it goes from Buffalo, I think, to Albany. But there's people. The one couple I did talk to, they were from Montreal. They came from Canada to do that bike packing path. So that's pretty neat. All right, that's enough gabbing for now. I'm gonna finish up my coffee, and then maybe I'll show you around after breakfast. We'll see. So Ben forgot his tablet, but luckily I have our tablet that we watched a movie on last night, and I realized we have decent cell service over here, so I throw a hotspot on. So we'll see how well he can watch some things, and then we'll know. And what's really crazy is notice I don't have the bug thing down. There's like no bugs to speak of in here. Absolutely none. Which is really weird. I mean, I think I saw maybe one fly. Switching up breakfast today. Got some pork sausage here. And I'm just going to toast up some bread. And throw some eggs on there. Probably do them over easy. Dunk the toast and have some sausage for the side.
Man, we just went to the beach, and now we're about to go biking. Camden, I miss you, even if I'm probably sitting right next to you watching this video right now.
All right, we're going for a little bike ride. Let's go check this path out. Alright, now for a little bit more challenging. Let's see how we do on this path. This is more of a mountain bike path getting going. Go on, you want to lead us? Let's do it. Be careful, buddy. Go on though, get a little speed to get up. This thing just keeps going and it's all downhill. So by the time we get down there, we'll have to pedal all the way back up. Do you want to go back up or you want to keep going down?
I want to go down there.
Alright, let's do it. So we came all the way from up and meandering around there. And this trail system has like, it's really marked pretty good. But man, there's tons of different spots to go. Little spots like this to just sit and chill. And then if you want to take more extreme measures, you can go down these harder trails. What goes down must go back up, unfortunately. So let's go. All right, we made it back. We just got done biking and we worked up a pretty good sweat. Those hills are fun but work. So you definitely go bombing down them and be careful, use your brakes and all that. But we got our light rain going right now. And Ben's hanging out in here. I ended up opening up the window there. Just got this open, letting the wind kind of just blow through there. All right, the rain's done. Clouds have broken. Getting a little sunshine. So let's go for a walk. I'll just kind of show you around real quick, and we'll take a look. Get out of here, bug. All right, let's take a look at this bathroom. Here's the showers, got a bench. Doesn't look bad in here. These are good. Now I personally think next time I'm going to try to snag one of these sites over here near that dead end. That's pretty sweet. Although this is huge. Just wide open though. But you can definitely make this site with a massive camper. The only thing is you come up this hill and it kind of comes down in another hill that way. And these hilly sites, you got to watch how you want to level out all your stuff. So keep that in mind. This is a nice spot up here.
There's even a
You get like a really nice breeze and everything, and way better to look out that way. Oh, that's sweet. All right, tonight some more Brussels, because Ben loves the Brussels sprouts, and some salmon. We've got Ben's in there right now, cooking up. And then I got the Brussels going. I want to get that on camera. I just turned the camera on. Go ahead, re-say what you just said.
Wow, Dad, you're a great cook.
That's right. You heard it, folks. He said it. It's on camera. Can't complain ever again. Well, good morning. Last night was a little bit tougher of a night. Poor Ben over here. I think he had too many gummy worms or something.
I couldn't help myself. I really like trolley.
Yeah, he really likes the trolley gummy worms, so he had a bunch and had a stomach ache. So he thought he was going to puke a couple times. Nice thing about this camper is you basically have the perfect puke bucket. The ground right outside your door. So I opened up his side of the door, and that way he could just kind of stick his head out if he needed to, which was definitely nice to have, but not easy for me because you know, I was worried about him all night, so unfortunately I did not sleep as well. The other thing that was weird is you know, I didn't realize how much noise we missed out on when we closed everything up and ran that AC unit the other night. This was louder neighbors than I thought. So they actually were watching us like a horror flick last night. So you could hear the screaming and stuff in the movie like two or three sites down.
I had trouble sleeping because of that.
Yeah. So anyway, that was interesting. And then I just kind of felt bad because in the middle of the night you could hear people coughing over there, and I think there's somebody who's really got a bad smoker's cough, and so I just felt bad for him. I just could hear the hurt from his chest. But anyway, I'm up. I'm gonna get some coffee in me and then hopefully recover here. After seeing the weather report, I told my wife, Ben's not going to need his sweatshirt. It's going to be like super hot. Lo and behold, on the last day, it's like 55 out.
I'm used to the winter. I don't know why I'm like this.
No, you need that jacket. It's actually cold out this morning, huh, buddy? So we're finishing up some breakfast, and I'm just doing my slow pack. So a lot of times what I do is I just kind of set things up, get things going for breakfast, and then as you can see I had my spot where I was changing and stuff in there, that little tent. I already packed that up, and then I don't know, I'll probably pack up, put away the generator and things like that into the truck and little things like that. And then now I'm finishing up, and we'll get out of here. Alright, we're all packed up and we got a good looking setup. Yeah, we're heading out. Heading home.
Well, we're at the end. The camp was great. The campground was so great. The beach was great. Everything was great. But we did have a good time. The food was great too. Yeah, so see you on the next one.
Bye.